Hello, dear students. So, this is the second part of the natural vegetation of India. In the first part, we have learned different types of forest in our India. Now, forest cover in India. Look at this picture. 77.4% is non-forest area in our country, and rest of 21.34% is forest cover in India. In those forests, we have 2.61% forest only, which is very dense forest, and moderate is 9.59%, and open forest is 9.14%. Shrubs is 1.26% of total geographical area of India. So 34% of geographical area under forest cover till 2015. The total forest area in India is about 63.73 million hectare. In the last 10 years, forest cover in the country has increased by 3.31 million hectares, showing an average 0.646% increase every year. This is actually a good sign for us. But now, what is the problem in forestry? Problems of forestry. You know very much overgrazing, forest fire, reckless cutting of trees, that means deforestation, and zoom cultivation. As you know, slash and burn pattern of agriculture is called zoom cultivation. So, this is the biggest problem for forestry: overgrazing, forest fire, reckless cutting of trees, and zoom cultivation. Okay, now we are going to discuss government initiative for the sake of increasing our forest cover. We have reserved and protected types of forest. We celebrate One Mahotsav program. Thousands of trees are planted in every year in the month of July and August. You know, 5th June is a World Environment Day. We are celebrating this July to August. We have one Mahotsav, and one more thing. Jan Jeevan Jal Jeevan Haryali is the initiative of Bihar government, as you know, which is also for what? Afforestation, which is one step to increase our forest cover. We have Forest Research Institute at Dehradun for promotion of and preservation of forest properly. National forest policy we have. We are going to discuss further these three. First, National Forest Policy 1988. Conservation of biodiversity, afforestation, check of soil. 33% of geographical area shall be forest covered. This is the policy of National Forest Policy. Develop social forestry, agroforestry, community forestry, and forestry by officials. Social forestry. What is social forestry? Mainly to reduce pressure on traditional forest by planting trees, especially for fuel, wood, timber, and other social supplies. Help in checking water and wind erosion by acting as a shelter belts. Employment and additional income generation. Now we have agroforestry. Like you know, forestry plus agriculture is agroforestry. So planting tree and agriculture crops together on farm for food, fuel, fodder, timber, and fruits is agroforestry. Trees bind soil and acts as a shelter belts thus check soil erosion. Deep root of trees trap new nutrients and bring them close to the surface. Leguminous trees fix atmospheric nitrogen, thus improves fertility of soil. Soil nutrients increases due to additional and depositional leaf of litter. This is the agroforestry. Community forestry means trees planted by community in their respected colony is what? Is actually community forestry. Forestry by officials. Trees planted by forest departments to cater need of the community, especially along roads, canals, railways, etc. Forest protection by the government officials. We have reserved forest and protected forest. So first and reserved forest under direct supervision of the government, we have reserved forest. Area notified under the provision of FRA. No public entry is allowed for the collection of timber or grazing in this reserved forest. About 54% of the total forest area we have reserved forest. Has full degree of protection reserved forest trees. All activities are prohibited unless permitted. Okay, this is our reserved forest, not protected forest. Area notified under the provision of FRA. All activities are permitted unless prohibited. Okay, and in the reserve we have all activities are prohibited unless permitted. Looked after by the government. Protected forest is looked after by the government, has limited degree of protection. Local people are allowed to collect fuel wood, timber, graze their animals without causing serious damage to the forest. About 29% of the total forest area we have protected forest. Okay. Now, unprotected forest, that means having no restriction at all. No restriction on cutting trees or cattle grazing. About 80% of the total forest area we have unprotected forest. Okay. Now, forest and the wild protection program by the government of the national park. Relatively, forest area consisting of one or more ecosystem operates at the national level. No human activity or settlement allowed. That is, human interference is totally prohibited. Villagers cannot graze their animals, plus extremely strict rules about the jungle produce collection for X example honey. Wild sanctuary, we have regulated human activity in this wildlife sanctuary area allowed, and grazing animal, firewood collection and tourism are allowed in this wildlife sanctuary. Can be created for the particular species, which is not the case which rational national operates at state level. A sanctuary can be upgraded to the national park, but not vice versa. Okay. Bio reserve, unique ecosystem of terrestrial and the coastal area, internationally recognized by the UNESCO under Man and Bioreserves program. Peoples are allowed to live on private land and carry on the traditional activities, but only in outer zone. Okay. So this is our biosphere reserve zone protected area, managed area under cooperation. Look at this. This is the managed area, protected area, and this is managed area. This is reserved area. This is reserved area, and this is settlement. This is settlement. This is settlement. Okay. This is the area of educational use. This is monitoring area. And T for sustainable use. Sustainable use. So we have one Mahotsav when it was launched in 1950 to make aware the importance of the planting trees every year. Millions of people distributed by the forest department are planted during the monsoon season between 1 to 7 July and August also. Chipko movements started in 1972. Sri Sundarlal Bahuguna and Chandi Prasad Bhatt started the Chipko movement in the Garhwal region of Uttarakhand. The Chipko movements has been successfully in the banning of tree felling above 1000 meter altitude and the slope of more than 30 degrees. Look at this. This is the Biosphere Reserve of India. This is the Kutch of Run, Cold Desert, Manadi Devi, Nanda Devi, Dihang Diwang area. This is also Biosphere Reserve. Dibrugarh and Sekhawa, Manas, Nokrek, Nokrek in Meghalaya. This is important. Sundarban, Simlipal. This will also asked in the examination as a map skill. So you must read it. This is Agastha Malai, Nilgiri, Sesachelam, Panna in Madhya Pradesh, Panchmadi, Achkama, Amarkantak. This is Kachapuran, Sundarban, all this biosphere reserves. And now wildlife sanctuary. There are many more biosphere reserves. Among them, some are important like Wild Ass Sanctuary. Here Kachapran, Kumbhalgarh. This is Gir, Nal Sarovar. These are important. Now this is Kaziranga, like that. Wildlife Sanctuary in Bihar, Kaimur, Gautam Buddha, Nagar and Rajgir. This is Nanda Devi. Here also Biosphere Reserve in Nanda Devi and Wildlife Sanctuary also. These are important. These are important wildlife sanctuary. Now you have some bird sanctuary. Kevla De Bird Sanctuary, Bhupender Sagar, Gobind Sagar Bird Sanctuary, Nal Sarovar, Dwarka Marine Park. There is Marine Park also. Rameswaram Marine Park. We have Pulikat Lake Bird Sanctuary here. This is important bird sanctuary. Okay. So with this, we are going to end our chapter. Thank you so much.